Every year, the kingdom celebrates the Festival of Hope, a day to remember the girl who rose from ashes to royalty. Cinderella. The morning sun spills over the castle towers, illuminating a kingdom already alive with celebration. Bright banners in sapphire and gold flutter from every window, and garlands of wildflowers wrap around lampposts, their sweet scent mixing with the crisp morning air. The great bells of the central clock tower begin to ring, their deep, joyful peals echoing through the streets, calling everyone to join the festivities. People pour out of their homes, their faces beaming with anticipation, gathering in the main square where the heart of the celebration beats strongest. This isn't just a holiday, it's a living story, a reminder that hope can blossom in the most unexpected of places. From the baker pulling out trays of star-shaped cookies dusted with sparkling sugar, to the blacksmith hanging intricate iron lanterns forged in the shape of pumpkins. Everyone in the kingdom plays a part. The streets, normally bustling with the day's commerce, are transformed into a vibrant tapestry of joy and colour. Children, their laughter like tiny bells, chase each other through the crowds, their hands clutching small wooden figures of Cinderella and her prince. Musicians tune their instruments on street corners, the gentle strum of a lute blending with the cheerful melody of a flute. The entire kingdom shimmers with an almost tangible happiness, for this day isn't just about a princess. It tells the story of courage and kindness, a tale that belongs to every single person who calls this land home. But before the glass slippers and the royal balls, there was a different story. Long ago, in a quiet corner of this very kingdom, she lived in shadows, her world confined to a cold hearth and the endless task of sweeping away ashes. Her hands, perpetually covered in soot, were small but strong, and her spirit was even stronger. We remember her then, a young girl named Cinderella, looking up at the sky through a dusty attic window, her gaze fixed on the distant, twinkling stars. Though her reality was grim, her heart remained impossibly light, filled with dreams that the darkness could never dim. It was in those quiet moments, surrounded by Hui Jin, that she nurtured a hope so pure, it was destined to catch the attention of magic itself. And one night, when the stars themselves seemed to lean in and whisper secrets, that unwavering kindness finally called upon magic. It wasn't a loud, demanding magic, but a gentle, shimmering miracle woven from the threads of her own hope. Her fairy godmother appeared not in a clap of thunder, but in a soft shower of starlight. Her smile as warm and comforting as a fireside. With a wave of her wand, the impossible became real. A humble pumpkin in the garden swelled and stretched, its rough skin smoothing into a gleaming golden coach. Its wheels spun from moonlight. The ordinary was transformed into the extraordinary, proving that the greatest miracles often begin with a simple, kind heart that refuses to give up. In a breathtaking gown made of captured starlight and woven dreams, she arrived at the royal ball. As she stepped into the grand hall, a hush fell over the crowd. She danced not as a servant, burdened and overlooked, but as the person she truly was, on the inside. Graceful, brave, and pure of heart. Every twirl was a release from her past, every step a celebration of her newfound freedom. The prince, who had met countless ladies of nobility, saw something different in her eyes. Not entitlement or ambition, but a genuine light, a quiet strength that drew him in. He was mesmerized, gazing in awe as she moved with a poise that came not from training, but from an unshakable inner spirit. As the clock struck midnight, she fled, leaving behind a single clue to her identity. A glass slipper, left glistening on the grand palace steps, became the symbol of her truth. It was as delicate and clear as moonlight, a perfect reflection of the heart of the woman who wore it. The prince held it gently, knowing it was more than just a beautiful object. It was a key. The magic of the fairy godmother had a time limit, but the slipper represented something eternal. It was a test of authenticity, a challenge that no pretense or deception could pass. No magic stronger than honesty could fit it. And it was this simple truth that would ultimately lead him back to her. Now, centuries later, the kingdom ensures her story is never forgotten. Each year, on a makeshift stage in the town square, the children of the kingdom reenact her journey. A young girl with a smudge of flour on her cheek plays Cinderella, her eyes wide with wonder, while a boy in a paper crown stands tall as the prince. They act out the scenes with earnest passion, from sweeping the hearth to the magical transformation at the ball. The entire town watches, their hearts swelling with pride. This annual play is more than just entertainment. It's a powerful lesson, reminding everyone, young and old, that hope belongs to all, even to those who feel their dreams are covered in dust. As dusk settles and the sky deepens to a velvety indigo, the most beautiful part of the festival begins. Families gather together, each holding a delicate paper lantern. They light the small candles within, whispering their hopes and wishes into the warm glowing light before releasing them, one by one, then by the hundreds, then by the thousands. The lanterns rise, creating a silent, shimmering river that flows toward the stars. They carry the collective wishes of the kingdom, wishes for kindness to triumph, for courage in the face of hardship, and for a love as true and steadfast as Cinderella's. It's a breathtaking sight, a testament to the shared belief in a better tomorrow. From the high balcony of the castle, Cinderella and the prince watch the floating constellation of wishes. The light from the lanterns dances in their eyes as they wave to the cheering crowds below. Cinderella smiles, a genuine warm smile that reaches every corner of the square. She stands there not as a distant queen, elevated above her people by title and wealth, but as one of them. She sees herself in every hopeful face, in every child dreaming of a brighter future. She is a living reminder that she, too, came from humble beginnings, and she is eternally grateful for the light, the hope, and the kindness that they all continue to share with one another and the world. And so, the Festival of Hope comes to a close, as the last of the lanterns fade into the pinpricks of the distant stars. But the feeling it leaves behind lingers long after the music has stopped and the streets have quieted. This day reminds us all of a timeless truth. Even from ashes, even from the darkest of places, a hopeful heart can learn to shine brighter than any star in the night sky. So, hold on to your dreams, be kind in all that you do, and keep believing, because the most powerful magic in the world always begins with kindness. Thank you for joining us in this celebration. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of wonder.